everybody, it's Cindy A. Lewis. I am on travel this week and I am bringing you a mystery craft from my travel bag, and it is chock-a-block full this time, which it was a little heavy. I probably shouldn't have brought that much stuff, but anyway, we're gonna dive in here and figure out something to make out of what I brought. Now, I am in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. Absolutely gorgeous here. And I have a couple of pictures, not too many, that I'll put right here so that you can see them. Okay, and it is gorgeous, by the way. So I hope you have, if you've never been here, that maybe you can make a trip out here to Glenwood Springs. No, that's not my job, but I just happen to be here and I love to share beautiful pictures. Now, for all of you Dollar Tree lovers, there is not a Dollar Tree here. Anywhere. It's in another city, which I don't have time to go to. That's the closest. It's about 10 or 12 miles from here, but I'm working lots of hours, so no time to drive that far. But anyway, I am going to bring you this mystery craft. So let's dive into my craft bag and see what we can make tonight, just to relieve a little stress and just do some crafting. Okay, so just to warn you, this may get a little chatty, and if you are not into that, you may want to fast forward the video at the end just to kind of get the ideas of what I made, because I will show you everything that I make. So to make some pockets, we're going to make 4 different pockets tonight and decorate them. Okay, so this is a single pocket. It's 2-sided paper. I made it 5 inches by 6 inches. Now I'm going to fold my pocket up by 2 inches. So I want to measure where that will be. And since I don't have my scoring tool with me, I'm just going to take my blade and just kind of mark it. I'm not going to cut through because I don't want to cut my pocket. So now I know where my fold needs to be. I can even feel it. And this is just a wide little pocket. And we're going to decorate this and put this in the sides. Now, if you have some corners, you may want to take your edges and make them rounded. But I don't have that with me tonight, so we're going to make this a really cute pocket just like this. So in order to adhere my pocket together, I'm going to use this double stick tape from Tuesday Morning. It's awesome. It really works well and it holds awesome. Now this is just a nice wide little pocket that we're going to be making, that I'm making. I always say we when I'm doing a video. Okay, like I said, it's a little chatty today, but I'm here by myself for work, so I'm talking to you guys. So here we go. Now this tape is awesome, and if you have used double stick tape before, you probably already know that. But double stick tape has really strong adhesive, especially that tape that you get from Tuesday Morning and Michael's or Hobby Lobby. Now I've adhered that here, and I'm just going to put it on the edges. Now I've created my pocket, but I want my pocket to be a little more decorative. This is just a plain short pocket. All right, so I'm thinking that I want to add something to give it that fall look, and I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do that and maybe put something over here like count your blessings, something like that. But before I do that, I'm going to age the edges by putting a little of this brown dye ink from Tuesday Morning that I purchased, and it is really great for using that ink to make your edges look aged. And I just made myself a little blending tool with a felt pad from the Dollar Tree on a pill bottle, and so I just put it on my pad. If you already know how to do this, you can just forward on through this part of the video, but you can see I just go around the edges and it gives it a like finished look. And if you want it a little darker, you can certainly do that. Now, one thing you can do is really define your pocket this way by putting the blending onto that and aging that with your ink. Now, you can use any color you want, of course, but I like to use the cocoa brown. You can even use black to age it. All right, so here we have that. Now, like I said, I really like this bunch of apples with the country blessings on there. And so I'm going to go ahead and put some of the ink around the edges of these two embellishments and adhere them on. Okay, to adhere these two, you can use glue, you can use stick glue, you can use a tape runner adhesive, whichever you like. I think I'm going to use some of this Tombow Mono Aqua liquid glue because it can cover and it's forgiving because it's liquid, and then it will hold really well whenever I put it down. But if I'm not ready for it, I can just, you know, move it around. It's forgiving like that. So I'm gonna measure this one here, and I want this to overlap just a tad. Now, you want to make sure that you're not gluing down your apples, all right? Because you want your pocket to still open there. All right, so we've got this and we're letting it set because it is the Mono Aqua liquid glue. You can also use the foam adhesive squares if you would like it to be sticking up more. A little layered look. All right, so now we've got this decoration, and I like it just fine. You can add more to it if you want to. You can embellish away, but I'm going to leave that one, and that's pocket number one, just our plain little pocket. Okay, so for pocket number two, I've chosen this pretty piece of paper just from the same book, The Pretty Things. This designer paper pad. This is a cardstock type paper. So I'm gonna fold this paper in half, and then we're going to make a diagonal pocket. So you wanna crease it pretty well, and you wanna make sure that you can see where your crease is, but you don't wanna tear that, of course. All right, so now you can see I've creased my paper. Now I want a diagonal pocket, and I'm not real concerned about the actual diagonal. I just want to make my own. So I'm just going to lay it open. Okay, so let me explain. This is my outside. I love it. This is the inside. I folded my paper in half, and now I'm opening it back up, and I'm going to cut a diagonal. Now I'm just going to take, now don't throw any of your scraps away either. You'll want to use those for something else. All right, so I'm gonna take my diagonal, my ruler where I want to cut it. I'm gonna take my blade and give a nice cut. Make sure you hold your blade tightly because it will move on you even with the magnetic back. All right, here is my diagonal pocket. So to adhere it, I'm going to take my double stick tape and put it along this edge and this edge. All right, I'm gonna do that. So just so you can see before I pull the tape off, those are the edges, and this is what will hold the pocket closed. We're just gonna pull that off. Real easy, super simple. Love this tape. Did I say that before? All right, now I have my pocket. So what do I like to do? I like to make the edges of my pockets look aged. So how do I do that? Again, I'm going to use my blending tool and my dye ink pad, and I'm going to do that and show you that. Okay, and now we have a pocket, diagonal pocket. Really cute, but we want to decorate it, of course, and I love decorating, and I'm just going to pick something. This is really pretty, and I think I like either that flower or maybe, no, I don't really like that one. that one. That's pretty. Trying to decide. I think I like this one. So I'm going to add this flower here, and then, you know, we'll be done. Now you can age the back if you are going to leave this as a pocket that opens where you can see the back. But if you're going to adhere it to a page, then you don't need to age the back. Okay, pocket number 2, diagonal pocket, flower decor, aged edges, and I took a little of this cloth ribbon that I absolutely love from the Dollar Tree, and I just put a little of the ink on there and made a diagonal pocket. Very cute. All right, that's pocket number 2. Okay, for this pocket, I'm gonna call it a double pocket. So I've cut my paper. This is a 4" by 6" piece of paper. I have a mini envelope, very cute, right? And we're going to adhere it to this piece of paper, and we're going to have a pocket here that will open up, and behind the envelope it will also open up, be a pocket. So I'm going to do that. First, what do? I'm going to age the edges and give it a little old look. So I'm going to do that super quick. Okay, so I've aged my paper. This is the 4 by 6. This is my little envelope that I'm going to glue on here or tape on. And I decided to take a button, which I had in my bag, and see where this button is. I'm gonna sew this button on with this little bit of waxed thread that I have. And I'm going to let the tail hang while I sew it on. So I'm going to do that real quickly, and just to give you an idea of what it'll look like, it's just going to be a crisscross stitch over the 4 buttonholes, and then I'm going to tie it off so that the button stays on. And it's just going to be like that. I may run it one more time through just to make sure, but this should hold, and it's just really more decoration than anything. And we're going to pull that through and tie it off. All right, so I have completed that stitch. I'm going to cut this thread here and tie that off into a knot. And then I'll trim it maybe a little bit more. I don't know. Let's see how long it hangs. And it really is cute. And yeah, I'm going to trim it a little bit. It's okay for it to hang some like that. I didn't want that one too long, but I do like the threads hanging like that. All right, now I'm going to adhere this envelope, how do you pronounce it, right here to my backing with the double stick tape. And I will show you what it looks like when I get back. Now first, I'm just gonna tell you, I'm just gonna do the 2 sides and the bottom so it can make an envelope. Okay, you can see where I adhered the double stick tape. You just pull that off again. I've showed you that a few times already just in this video. Now the top will be open so that I have a pocket. Now, what do I have? I have an envelope here and a pocket where I can put a little note or picture. It can close, so maybe I want to put money in there, I don't know. And then I also have a pocket here. So I have a double pocket. Now I think this needs a little something more, and so I'm going to put a little something here, but it is adorable. I just love it. So let's see. Okay, I finished off my pocket with a little lace at the top, little vintage looking. So I have my pocket, which is a double pocket because I have an envelope adhered here and here. So pocket number 3. So we're gonna make one more pocket tonight. Okay, so for our last the last pocket tonight, I have 2 pieces of paper. We're going to make an expandable pocket. So this paper is 4 by 6. This paper is 3 by 4. And then you need 2 sheets, which would be your leftover from cutting your, your 4 by 6 would be your 2 inches by 6, and cut it in half. And then you have 2 3-inch by 2. Now, to make your expandable, is what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this pocket on here, and it's gonna be able to expand out instead of be tight against the backing. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your paper and fold it in half backwards. So you're gonna take it and fold it this way in half against the edge that you want facing out is the edge you fold into, okay? Then you take the side and fold it down halfway to the end like this, halfway down, do you see? And then you turn it over and take the other side and fold it down as well, and then you have a W. You see that? W. All right, so now you have an expandable side. So now I have 2 of those, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to adhere them here and here, and that's gonna help my pocket to expand out. Right, first I'm going to age my pieces of paper. Okay, this is how we're going to put the backing and the front together. But what we're going to do is take our expansions that allow our the front to be a little more, give a little more for a thicker amount of papers or notes in your pocket or pictures or whatever, or even money. And so we're going to take the double stick tape and glue down, or not glue down, but tape down each side, and then we'll attach it to this pocket. It'll be a little bit easier that way. So I'm just gonna take my double stick tape and apply it to the first side, the side that's going to adhere to the backing. And I'm just gonna do this here, and then I'm going ahead and put it on this side as well. This side will be attached to the actual pocket. I'm gonna do that with both sides. Okay, so after you get your double stick tape on, you're going to want to make sure that you put your expansion where this is facing out. They've typed the decoration or design that you want to show on the outside, and then just adhere it to the edge of your paper, just like this, okay? And you can leave a little room at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing here. If it matters which way your design goes, you can check that and make sure that you are lining it up just right. Okay. I left a little bit of edge here at the bottom, just a little, so that my pocket can adhere there. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on here. Now I want this to be the bottom, so I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm just going to show you. You can see how the expansion works on this side and this side. And then at the bottom, if you wanted to add an expandable part to the bottom, you can. Now I'm going to take some of this lace, it seems to be a theme here, and I'm going to cover the bottom. I'm going to cover here, and then I'm going to put some up here just because I like it. If you don't like that, you can definitely do any kind of design that you would like on these types of pockets. Basically, the pockets are just for ideas so that you can use them in your crafting. And I don't think I'm going to put that up there, actually. I'm going to put them here and here. And then lastly, you just want to decorate. So I'm going to take some of these flowers that I've had in my bag, and I'm just going to adhere them to decorate my pocket, and I'm so excited. We've made 4 pretty pockets, and let's see, I wanted to do it this way, and then we're gonna do that. So now I have 2 really pretty flowers and this one here, and you can add even more if you like, but now we have our expandable pocket completed. So let's look at the 4 pockets that we actually made tonight. The first pocket that we made was this short, wide pocket. It's just a single pocket for one little pocket. I don't know, it's just a single pocket. All right, and then we made a diagonal pocket here, very, very cute. Then we made a double pocket with an envelope, or envelope, however you say it. And this one, you can slide something here and then also behind here. And then lastly, we made an expandable pocket. And you can see these are just different pieces of paper from this pad here that we put together with a few embellishments and made some really, really cute pockets. Pocket number 1, your single pocket. Pocket number 2, a diagonal pocket. Pocket number 3, which is actually a double pocket with an envelope. And pocket number 4, which is an expandable pocket. Which is your favorite? I love them all. This one's my favorite, number 3. 1, 2, 3. Which is your favorite? Anyway, thank you for watching tonight. I hope that if you enjoyed this video, you will subscribe to my channel. We'll be doing lots of fun crafts for fall and Christmas coming up. And we'll be doing some Dollar Tree hauls, and maybe we'll even get into a junk journal, which is really something I've been wanting to do. And so thank you for watching.